Hey y'all. I'm dropping this. How are you? Happy Saturday. Okay, so big day. We had our first summer Women Doc Accountability Group. Super exciting. Such an honor, to have time with people who are so busy and put their trust in me. So I'm honored. I just finished up my spring Women Doc Accountability Group and had some really nice testimonials and just reports of what changed. Like one doc was saying, she came in with a lot of clutter and ideas, but just they were loose and floating around. So she got something done in our group and felt inspired. It was eye-opening. So that's so exciting. So I'm excited for this new group, see where we go together. I love that we go together because all the research and leadership suggestions and books and manuscripts state when you have a growth team around you, things happen. When you say your goals out loud, you're more than 70% chance, increased chance of getting them done. So that's amazing. And then also emotional intelligence is really important for our productivity, our focus, our actions. So the more we know about emotional intelligence, which is from your brain, not your heart. We all know that here at Brain Fresh, right? We know emotions come from our brain, not our heart. Even though the whole world says emotions come from our heart. They don't, but we know that. We all know that in Brain Fresh. Okay, so, and why does that matter? Because our emotional setting will determine how creative we are, how we perceive things, how productive we are. So in this book, Emotional Intelligence 2.0, it states that our productivity can increase by 70%. Again, another 70% stat. If we know emotional intelligence, we emotionally assess, we know how to manage our emotions, we know how to gain awareness when they're influencing our days. So important stuff. So that's what we talked about today. And in Brain Fresh, I use the 9-step Brain Fresh method in this group. So we're on the first, I put it in a lotus flower. The first 3 petals are really how to brain prime. So how to protect your melon, I call it. Because people are trying to take our attention, right? And we sometimes hand it over like phones. When I check my screen time, like one day I texted for an hour and a half. I don't even know who was I texting. What was happening? I mean, I do have 4 kids, but what the heck? So then I know, like, watch my texting. Just don't answer, unless it's an emergency with my kids. Because that's taking an hour and a half of my day. That's a lot. So that was good to know. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to brain prime in our first couple weeks in my WAG session. I call it my Women Accountability Group. WAG, like Leo's wagon. Leo's there. There he goes. So that's where we are today. And then my question to all of you out there in Facebook land and otherwise, I'm also a business coach. So do people want some business strategy, you docs that have already started businesses? Would that be helpful? Because I love strategy. That's definitely how my brain works. I'm a strategy person. So would that be helpful to meet? Do some strategy sessions if you've already started your business? Because I am trained in the Hello 7 level business building strategies. So I'm glad to help you with that. So type strategy and we can chat and see if I can help you. Like, where are you now? What are the next steps that are recommended by this Hello 7 method? Because I spent all last year learning that and I love me some strategy. Okay. Yeah. And then also, I've been giving a lot of talks. So if you're a doc and you want some help giving good talks, impactful talks, I've worked with various consultants on giving talks and planning. Oh, hi. He's friendly. Oh, I'm sorry. Leo, come here. Sorry. Good morning. Yeah. Good. Okay, Leo. Good dog. Leo's on the loose. Stay here. Leo, stay here. We've been all by ourselves on the field. No runners. Anyway, so yeah, if you want some help giving a talk, you have a talk coming up. I'm glad to share with you. Maybe we'll do a couple sessions, how to plan the talk, how to build the talk, how to give the talk, how to manage your neuro status. Come here, Leo. During a talk, like if you're nervous about presenting, some people really hate presenting. I've been reading one of Gloria Steinem's books, and I realized like she hated presenting. She literally would cancel things like right the day before or the day of because she hated it so much. So we in Brain Fresh, we learn how to manipulate our sympathetic, parasympathetic settings for our focus, for our productivity, for presentations. So type in presentations if you'd like some assistance with that, because I've been doing a lot and I keep hearing from people, docs especially, that they're nervous to give presentations. And I'm glad to help you learn some of those techniques to manage and kind of drive your sympathetic versus parasympathetic throughout presentations, and how to plan it so it's very audience centered. Because we love going to a presentation that you leave with something like a little gift and some resources. So that's how I like to give my talks, so that people leave with an action plan and leave with a whole new list of resources. So, just reply strategies. If you're a women doc, you already started a business and you want some next steps, I'm glad to share that according to the Hello 7 principles. And type, what do you want to say? Presentation, lectures, type presentation or speech, type speech. And I'm glad to help you just plan and move your next talk forward. Whew, bugs and runners today. Okay, everybody, well, have a wonderful Saturday. All the best.